Hey guys, the November 5th general election is almost here. You have a state representative who's running for re-election whose voting record we would like to highlight. I'm Ben Dorr, Executive Director with Minnesota Gun Rights, and we've been getting a lot of phone calls at our office about Zach Stephenson. What did he do in office? And what is his record on Second Amendment issues? Again, if you live in the Anoka, Minnesota area, you're going to want to hear this video. We're going to jump right in. All right, so we're talking about Zach right here. The first thing you need to know about Zach is that he is endorsed by Big Daddy Bloomberg. So the billionaire who's pouring money into gun control causes because they can't raise much from the grassroots has endorsed Zach Stephenson for re-election. Well, why, might you ask, did he do that? That's because Zach Stephenson is a true believer in the radical left's policy positions on all kinds of issues, but especially on gun control. And he voted for red flag gun confiscation laws that do not save lives. They're unconstitutional, easily abusable, and they were unnecessary because we already have laws on the books that allow people to basically get people the help they need or call somebody in who's making a dangerous threat or something like that. We have laws like that on the books, but he wanted a red flag law, which would allow people to do that virtually any time for virtually any reason. So that vote right there was Senate File 2909. And what went along with it was his vote for a de facto statewide gun registry under universal background checks, taking away the ability for one law-abiding American to let his buddy, another law-abiding American, borrow his shotgun to go shooting for the weekend, to go to the shooting range, or to give his best friend a new firearm for Christmas. It makes all of that illegal, and it creates a registry, a list of every gun and gun owner in the state, where they live, what they own, and Zach Stephenson is a proud supporter of this ridiculous tyranny that once again is saving no lives. On top of that, and last but not least, the reason he earned his big endorsement from Big Daddy Bloomberg is because just a few months ago, in the 2024 legislative session, Zach Stephenson was a yes vote on forced gun lockups. No matter where you live, whether you're out in the Iron Range or up in the Iron Range, out in the sticks, doesn't matter if you're a 60-year-old bachelor, all of your guns, all the time, need to be locked in a safe that Zach Stephenson approves of. Now, this law did not become the law because Democrats in the Minnesota Senate said that this bill was unenforceable and ridiculous, and that the voters in their district have common sense and they're not passing a law that can't be enforced and is just preposterous, which of course is right. But Zach Stephenson doesn't give a crap, voted for the bill anyway, and thank God gun owners got it shut down, and Minnesota is not living under forced gun lockups as we speak. Now, Zach's not done. He wants to go back to the Capitol and push for more far left, unhinged gun control, which means the AR-15 ban, which isn't an AR-15 ban. It's not an assault weapons ban. What it is a ban on hundreds of different commonly owned firearms, hunting rifles, all different kinds. He wants to go up there and he wants to vote for this, and he will be a big supporter, no doubt. The next thing that the Democrats want to pass up there, and it's primarily Democrats pushing this, although there have been a couple of Republicans who have supported some different gun control proposals in the past, but they want a magazine ban. They think that somehow taking away your 30-round magazines, your 20-round magazines, and even your 10-round magazines is somehow going to make Anoka a safer place. It's ridiculous. It's preposterous. They should prosecute criminals. And since Zach Stephenson is a prosecutor, maybe he could encourage other prosecutors. Maybe he himself could actually prosecute crimes against the laws that are already on the books. But no, they want more bans, more control, take away more Second Amendment rights from law-abiding gun owners. And then last but not least, they're pushing ammo registration. Now, the Attorney General, Keith Ellison, is pushing for a full-blown ban on 5.56 ammo, 223, the most common rifle round maybe in the world, certainly in America. Keith Ellison has written statements demanding that it be outlawed, but if they can't get it outlawed, they're just going to make it so that every single time you walk into a Walmart and pick up a box of 22 shells, you have to register on a form, a piece of paper, with the state government that you bought a box of ammo. And Zach Stephenson, given his tremendous pride for the horrendous laws that have already been passed with his signature on them, will absolutely support this legislation. That's why Zach Stephenson is an absolute enemy of the Second Amendment. He needs to go back and read his Constitution. And people like him who can't understand right from wrong have no place being prosecutors. For one, he needs to go back and take some remedial Constitution classes, because Zach Stephenson gets a big fat F rating from Minnesota gun rights. That's the truth about that guy in Anoka and where he stands on your constitutional rights to keep and bear arms. And that's why, whether you're early voting or you're going to the polls on November 5th, all I ask is that you bring your friends, your family, your neighbors, and you vote pro-gun, pro-Constitution.